talked to a couple guys on the fire department last night. We did a control burn, and talking to them about just all that's going wrong out here, and they said, you know what that is, right? That's your dad testing your willpower on how bad you actually want to do it, which I agree with. He loved doing those little tests. So this morning I ran out to Pipestone to get some parts. They gave me one of what I needed. I got two of the same thing. I needed a left and a right. They gave me two rights. So now there's a guy running out to Watertown to grab the one that I need. So that should be back by end of day. And then we got the 620 back today. About 9 o'clock this morning they dropped it off. I had our hired man come out at about noon. He got out in the field and hardly lasted about 10 minutes. The clutch was all messed up on it. It wouldn't shift at all. It was stuck in fourth gear. So Titans came out. They think they got it fixed till it breaks again anyway. I don't know how long their fix is going to last. I didn't really ask him that, but he's back up and going across the street again. Then a couple hours here, I'm probably going to run up to Marshall and grab that other part, then throw that back on. It's been a long day of phone calls and not getting much accomplished. So tomorrow planting should be really nice.
Can you go like 2 inches tops? Yep.
No?
Yep. Not far. Alright, I think you're good.
Good morning. We're fueling up the Quadtrac, then we're gonna go do some planting here pretty soon. Thinking about 30 minutes. Titans are coming out. They're gonna show me how to run this, and yeah, just give me the overview on it, and then hopefully that won't take too long, and then I'll be going by myself.
Well, I just finally left work. I had meetings all morning, and I know Nick had the guys out here getting started on planting. So I was expecting to roll up to the field and see Nick, putting seed in the ground, and it does not look good. We've got a tractor sitting right where they would start. We've got the service truck, and we've got them working on stuff, so we'll pull in and see what's going on. This doesn't look like planting.
No, we got out here this morning. Titans was here showing me how to do everything, and then we put all the hydraulics down, and one of them just made the hydraulic pumps just sound terrible. So we've been trying to figure it out. I'm not much help, but I don't know. They're thinking it might be the new hydraulic pump that they put in. Something must be goofy with it. But so they brought the old one out and flow meter. So they're gonna try and see what's going on. But just another Wednesday, Monday.
Well, they're still troubleshooting the planter here, but at least fertilizer truck has showed up. Just heading over to the next field here, just down the road, and that's good because when the planter does get ready to roll, we're definitely going to want more ground ready. So I know it's not what we wanted to get accomplished right now, but at least it's more than all of us just sitting around here troubleshooting this planter. So
we figured it out. It wasn't either one of the hydraulic pumps. It was some other pump for the hydraulics. I don't know exactly what it was, but they got one ordered. So sounds like rain tomorrow night and into Saturday, so we won't be planting. Hopefully they can find one, come out and put it in, and then yeah, so we can get this field planted today.
What are you doing? If you need a new hydraulic pump, how can you plant today?
Just got to run it at very high RPMs.
So basically we're putting a band-aid on it to get through this first couple days here, and then take a break, and hopefully when everything's wet they can put that pump in.
Yep, pretty much.
Awesome.
It sounds like it's not too hard to put the new one in, so it shouldn't be bad.
Yeah. All right, we'll catch you next time. Nick should be in the tractor.
Yep.
Giving an in-depth analysis.
Yeah. So all the guys from Titan left. We got everything going. The pump, or what, I can't remember what it's actually called, that's still going in and out. There's nothing I can really do. I tried upping the RPMs. Nothing works, because when you have lower RPMs, it just seems to be even worse. So gotta go slower than normal, and I don't know if you guys are able to hear that, but that's a ridiculous sound that I gotta put up with for a while. But yeah, only going about 7.5 right now when I could be doing 10. So yeah, just gonna putz along, keep working at it. Should take me about 3.5 hours if I don't stop for a break. But keep you guys updated on everything on that. Well, that secondary pump finally took on me. Planted for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, but now we're sitting dead in the water. None of the hydraulics work at all. So the 620 is also having issues. Something with the intake cooler that isn't getting enough pressure. So that's in low power mode. So he's driving that up to the other yard. Hopefully we can get a couple more guys from Titans down here to get us back up and going quick. This, I know it's gonna have to wait until at least tomorrow, because that's when the part comes in. But yeah, now I get to take the long walk back to the Ranger all the way over there. It's gonna be fun. Why are you bleeding?
That's from the marker.
Oh. So while we're broke down, I'm gonna just check seed depth in there. A couple different spots, make sure everything's going uniform. That way everything will come up at once and it'll grow together, rather than have a couple come up at a different time and then they are offset. There.
All right, so that's always a good thing to know, that you have the seed in the ground.
Yeah, we're about from my fingernail to the tip of my finger deep, so that looks about right. And here we are again.
Let's see here.
That's a, must have had a, not had a kernel go in at the right time. But yeah, still working the bugs out of it. It's nice to know that there's still improving to do on it. So Titans just called. They're thinking about coming down today to work on the 620, and then they're gonna work on that in the morning once the part comes in. They want it in the shed, but I don't think that's gonna work, since I can't get the planter out of the ground. I can't fold it up, I can't do nothing. I can't even get the hitch down. So we'll have to try it and try it again, see if anything works. Hopefully I can at least get it raised up so that I can get it to the edge of the field. Then I can try and figure some way to get it unhooked. But yeah, gonna be trying lots of stuff, and hopefully Titans comes out and fixes a 620 tonight so we can continue on with tillage, because it doesn't take me long to catch up to the tiller.
What's that? It doesn't sound different than normal.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Thank God.
Hydraulics are working, so we might be able to nurse this thing at least to the road.
Well, I'm gonna try and fold it up. Hop out and look at stuff.
Alright, so you got it folded up at least. So now it's even more of a mystery as why did it shut down in the first place?
Yeah. I shut it off, turned it back on. I don't know if it got too hot.
That's what I was wondering.
Shut it down, but yeah, I don't know what happened, but
have the professionals look at it?
Yeah, it needs that new pump anyway. You can hear it when I was just doing that.
Right. Well, he was able to get the 540 back to the shop. Nick, first day of planting, not ideal.
Not ideal, but we at least got something in the ground.
Right, you got about 60 acres in, you think?
Ah, shoot, I was going to look.
Something close to 60 acres, so about 940 acres of corn left.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a start. Everything's kind of out of your control at this point, but they're coming in the morning to get this thing fixed, and
yep,
two big days with this setup, and corn could be in the ground. So
could be, as long as there's no more little stuff that goes wrong, and might have to get you running seed tender for me. Then I don't have to run back to the house.
Yeah, we're gonna do that for sure. I mean, even though it's a quarter mile, it's still wasting time.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
All right, well, Nick's either going to be back with an update tonight, because I think they're coming out to fix the other tractor, the tillage tractor.
Sounds like it, which they need to. They need to get that done, so then we don't have as long of waiting on parts, and
right.
Yeah, the digger can stay ahead of me by quite a ways.
So we'll either be back. Nick will be back later with an update on how everything's going.
Probably.
Otherwise, we're going to pick it back up tomorrow when the 540 is repaired, and Nick's going to plant about 400 acres of corn.
That'd be nice.
So
it's the next morning. Titans is out. They're putting in a new charge pump in the 540, so hopefully that'll be done soon and I can get back out planting. But then this afternoon I believe they're going to go over and do the 620, put a new secondary water pump into that. So hopefully tillage can get back going again.
Well, I just rolled up to the farm and I was hoping Nick would be out planting, but looks like a different day, same stuff here. Still trying to get that planting tractor back up going, so I'm actually going to take the Ranger and head over to 80 my folks own, and I'm going to overseed some clover so the deer have something to eat here for the summer. So I'll take you along for that. So unlike the farm, this is a very low-tech operation when it comes to the food plots. So basically what I did is I started some clover plots last year, and there's a lot of bare spots. It was so dry that I want to come in here and I need to overseed some of this. And You can see that it came in decent there, but it's a lot thinner over here. And then I have a lot more area back over here. So anyway, what I'm doing is I'm really just coming in here with the Ranger and a drag with a little bit of weight on it. And I'm going to just lightly drag this to kind of loosen up the soil. I've got a hand seeder here. I'm going to seed about 150% rate of clover chicory mix into this. And then I'm going to come back with the drag flat without any weight on it. And I'm going to try to get that seed to soil contact and then wait for rain, which they're saying tonight, tomorrow. So figured I better knock this out since we're broken down and not able to plant anyway. Pro tip when using a hand spreader: close the spreader before you put the seed in there. Otherwise you end up with a mess like that. Well, I got the seed drug in lightly, so now it's just up to rain, take care of the rest, and hopefully this will provide some food for all the wildlife all summer and then this fall once all the egg fields are harvested. I've been gone from the farm for about an hour, so I'm hoping I roll up there and Nick is either planting corn or about to go plant corn. So we'll check back here in about 5 minutes.
So they had to take back the 540 up to Marshall to work on it. Up there, I don't know when they're going to be able to get a pump in for it. So we're going to be using this 340 for now. We won't probably be able to run at high speeds. You know, the 10 mile an hour like we should be able to run. But better than nothing. And they do have shop guys there on Saturdays, so if they can get a pump, hopefully they can do it in one day, and then I can get it back and get going on corn. Most guys now have already gotten all their corn in, but we've just been struggling with so many breakdowns and waiting on people that just a tough, terrible start to the season. It's not fun at all, but these things are gonna happen, and just sucks that it has to be my first year farming, and first year of farming, and how bad it is. This is, to me, I've never heard of anybody having troubles like this, but most of the time they're bound to happen. There's nothing really anybody can do. Just gotta really hope on that Titans can get it back to me as soon as they can. One nice thing, well, nice and bad thing, we got some rain. Not a whole lot, but enough to keep us out of the field for, if we don't get any more, probably tomorrow afternoon we could get back in, but it sounds like tomorrow is gonna be pretty rainy. So it's hard to say. If it does rain a lot, I'm glad it happened now, but if there's no more rain that comes, it really, really sucks. So that's all about it that I got for this video. So you guys have a good one.